With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. You look at the Lakers. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, there's the Mavericks. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for Dallas, we've got Thompson. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Washington. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Reeves can't hit. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Davis, the pass to Gafford. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Davis setting the pick for Dinwiddie. Over Reeves. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Shoots over Washington. And that one's good. James.
Yeah, one of the best in the history of the league, just taking advantage of what the defense wants to give him. LeBron, the midi, yes, sir.
Dinwiddie attacking. Thompson finds Washington. Over Reeves. Washington, that's good. Reeves with it. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Hachimura with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Reeves. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson. First trip to the line for him here. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Their plan defensively is to try to make LeBron into a jump shooter. Now, Coach said many teams plan that, but it rarely works out. You have to fully commit to it. Of course, that means LeBron will be getting all of their attention. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now here is Hachimura, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Dinwiddie passes to Davis. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Shoots from the elbow. Dallas, no good that time either.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
To the paint. And Hayes kicks to Hachimura. Lakers working the ball around now. Hachimura with a screen on Thompson. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, nice stroke on that jumper from LeBron James. There's no defense in the world that's going to stop that.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Let's go now to the 2K leaderboard for a look at some players that have gotten only better as the season's gone on. The top scoring small forwards since the All-Star break. LeBron James, number one.
You know, call him whatever you want. The bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
And it doesn't take all that much to get him going. Just the smallest nudge, and he's ready to go off. He is right on the list with all the hugely gifted small forwards we've seen in this league over the years.
Davis, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Hachimura, the pass to Hayes. Reeves outside. 5 on the clock. Really left alone that time. James has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Dinwiddie outside. Thompson sets the pick for Dinwiddie. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Pulls up on the wing. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 7. Pass to Davis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And that one falls for Davis.
And a member of the NBA 75 team, Anthony Davis is the rare franchise player, someone you build your entire organization around.
Now here's Hayes. Still scoreless. Here's LeBron. Doncic feeling it out. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
Here's Washington. Last game he had 12. Dinwiddie outside. Over Reeves. Hachimura grabs the miss. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Pass to Doncic. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. And Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team.
You can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
Christie against Doncic. Christie kicks to Davis. Inside. Here's Dinwiddie. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Rebound by Marshall. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Left side Davis. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
That is the essence of facilitating an offense. Spencer getting the job done as a passer.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. For the 3. And again, the Lakers no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Christie. That shot is up. Great D that time from LeBron. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Finney-Smith. James looking it over. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, you show us your best moves. Let's go!
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Austin Reeves.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it. Give it up for yourselves. Lakers substitution. Jared Vanderbilt. Connect.
Lakers leading by 3. Doncic kicks to LeBron. Doncic with a screen on Davis for 3. And it's LeBron James with the 3. James has got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles. Pass to Christie. And here is Gafford. Still yet to score. Now Marshall. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
James against Davis. Doncic right side. Takes it off the glass. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that LUKA Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Great quarter for the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Williams in for Dinwiddie.
Now at the line for your Mavericks. What's up? Anthony Davis. One shot.
And that one falls for Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly from outside off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Davis, the pass to Williams. Here's Christie. Right side Davis. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Now here's LeBron. 10 points for him. Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 9 points for LUKA Doncic.
That's a high percentage look for LUKA Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
Williams passes to Davis. From 13, the shot misses. LeBron with some nice D. Lakers leading by 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays, is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate, just in a different way.
Washington's checked in for Davis. And then for Los Angeles, Austin Reeves is checked in for Connect. And it's Gabe Vincent in for LUKA Doncic. Now here's Williams. Christie kicks to Williams. Good on the triple.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Here's Reeves after the Mavericks pick up 3. Let's take a look at the numbers for Anthony Davis.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble.
And Reeves drops them both.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Lively. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
Now here's James. 12 points for him. Reeves outside. And Lively pulls it down.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Baseline jumper. Here's Washington. Drops in the layup for 2. Now just a 2-point Laker lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to James. He gets it in there. LeBron's got 14.